Oh my god.
First, we have O5-1,
Okay.
often considered the most powerful of the entire council.
Oh, dude, old head? Y'all need to stop playing with me.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at it.
Just then.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Savvy, and welcome back to the Savvy Show. And in today's episode, guys, this is going to be interesting because I was literally, it's kind of crazy. I just made a reaction this morning, and I was just thinking about why has the channel never made an animation for the O5 Council explaining them? Because I figured they're like a big part of the SBC Foundation. And literally within the hour of me thinking that, an animation just drops explaining just that about the O5 Council. Yo, this is going to be exciting. This is called Secret Group That Runs the World. SCP O5 Council Explained. So, I'm sure this is 13 minutes long, so we'll see how in depth they'll go with the O5 Council. The main things I want to know from Jump Street is literally who are the people on the council. I hope they do more than just explaining their positions compared to explaining that along with the people that will hold these positions. I want to know if they're anomalies, humans, different kind of entities, gods. Like, I want to know that, because I'm assuming these are the people that founded the SCP Foundation. So this is a big video, and I'm excited to dive deep. So if you guys are excited as well to see this reaction, please remember to smash that like button. It will mean the world. It takes less than a second if you do enjoy the reaction. And also remember to smash that sub button and join the family. I make content like this daily, so you always get your fix at SCP Heat. And remember to turn on post notifications so you do not miss an upload. Also, let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about the animation of them breaking down the O5 Council, if they left things out or if they did a good job. I really want to know your guys' feedback, because most of you guys know a lot more about CPs about me, and I've been learning a lot from you guys. So please let me know what you think about the video down below. And yeah, remember, shout out to SBC Explained Stories and Animations. They're the one that brought this video for us to react to today, so I can't wait to get started. So with that all out the way, without any further ado, let's get this show started. Alrighty, SCP-05 Council Explained. Let's go.
The SCP Foundation is the most powerful organization on planet Earth. Thanks to their cooperation with all world governments, as well as private organizations, front businesses, and wealthy benefactors, they have truly unlimited funds. Their ranks include the best and brightest humanity has to offer, and even some minds outside the human race. They have access to advanced and anomalous technology, from powerful weapons to memory wiping amnestics, to state-of-the-art equipment that even Elon Musk could only dream of.
What?
And this is a good thing too, since we rely on them to contain thousands of anomalies and stay vigilant for thousands or even millions more. Everything from immortal lizards to supernatural sarkic flesh viruses to bona fide reality-warping demigods like the Deer, the Gate Guardian, and the legendary Scarlet King.
Covered all of these so far.
Who sits at the tip of this mighty pyramid, delegating to everyone below and keeping the wheels turning on this impossibly large behemoth of a group? Of course, it's the O5 Council, a group of 13 humans with so much money and institutional power.
Humans. That's a low-key bummer, guys. All of them are humans, really? Not one anomaly, not one SCP. Oh, let me reel it back, bro. I'm sure some of you guys told me they're okay. Let me just not get carried away. Let me just start over.
O5 Council, a group of 13 humans with so much money and institutional power. They're the closest a non-anomalous figure can come to being a god. Also commonly known as O5 Command, the Overseers, and the Overwatch. People below level 2 clearance at the Foundation have no idea who they are, or if they even actually exist. Those at level 3 and 4 know just enough to be terrified of them, and little else. Between them, they know every single secret kept by a Foundation known for utmost confidentiality. They are the hungry spider at the center of this web of monsters, magic, backstabbing, and espionage, noticing even the tiniest of vibrations on their silk strings. Nothing about the O5 Council is simple or straightforward. Of the information out there and available about them, there's really no way to know just how much of it is intentional misinformation put out there to protect their secrets.
That makes sense.
It's said that they use complex layers of pseudonyms and body doubles, Some say that each
Body
member of the
doubles.
council actually represents several different people using the title. Some say there are far fewer members than 13.
Okay, this is a great sign because basically what he's saying is a lot of people don't really know who they are. And who knows, maybe this narrator doesn't even know the actual entities that are the O5 Council. Maybe the council themselves, the actual members, put humans just to be head figures to hide that they're SCPs. Or something like it will make sense if they're human, obviously. But like I'm just curious, like so there's so many SCPs that's working with the Foundation. It's kind of weird that not even one is on the O5 Council. You know, like.
And these are just a series of smoke screens to avoid detection. Some even say to avoid total capture or assassination, at least one member remains in a space station orbiting the Earth at all times.
Whoa,
Today
really?
we're going to tell you what we know. Perhaps it's true.
What do you know?
Isn't. But as with all things regarding the O5 Council, it's certain to be fascinating either way. We're going to look at the Council's role in the Foundation, the kind of staff and the mobile task force that works around them, and some of the scattered and often contradictory theories about the identities of each of the 13 members of this exclusive Foundation cabal.
That is what we're all waiting for. At least what I'm waiting for. So hopefully we go deep into this, man. I'm never been this excited before.
We hope you have your level 5 clearance too, or we both might not make it to the end of the video. This is the SCP Foundation's O5 Council. Like a lot of secret organizations, the Foundation goes to great lengths to make sure their forbidden knowledge remains secret. That's why low-level junior researchers, guards, and janitorial staff aren't privy to where all the bodies are buried, both literally and metaphorically speaking. The Foundation has 5 levels of security clearance, and the O5 Council and their select staff are the only ones who are at security level 5, also known as thaumial clearance. O5 Council members.
This is okay. Honestly, the SCPs that I react to thus far, the animations, I'm glad that I seen them to understand certain things that they're talking about now. Like Thamiel, like if I didn't watch I think the one I did like a few days ago on the rubber, I would not know what that meant. And like it's certain things that they're talking about, like they covered already. Certain SPCs like the Scarlet King, the Deer, man, the Gate Guardian, like all of them, man. Like this is the perfect time for me to react to this. That's all I'm just trying to say. Like, yeah, I'm really excited.
Also considered Class A Foundation staff, meaning they are of critical value to the operations of the Foundation. As such, they're not permitted to interact with any anomalies for fear of corruption, alteration, or death. Though, of course, seeing as they're the most powerful people on Earth, they don't always follow their own rules on this one. In the event of an emergency, their evacuation and transportation to a designated safe zone becomes a top priority to all Foundation underlings. They rarely, if ever, interact with the majority of the Foundation, instead favoring to use a vast network of messengers and go-betweens for security purposes.
Makes sense.
Much like the U.S. Supreme Court, being a member of the O5 Council is supposed to be a lifetime appointment, and the death and or replacement of a member of the O5 Council is considered a truly extraordinary event. On occasion, there have been rumors of the O5 members performing power moves and killing their own colleagues to consolidate control.
Wow.
This type of event is thought to have been the ultimate fate of Dr. Jack Bright's father, who supposedly ascended to the position of O5 in hopes of freeing his anomalous daughter from containment.
I remember that. And that's interesting because I would love to find out how many original members are on the council today, at least in the time of them recording this video. Because that's kind of interesting. Maybe there's one that there was all 13 because they said there could be more than 13, and they had like a battle royale and there was only one winner, and he was the one that appointed all the figureheads that he wanted to appoint, and he controlled the whole Foundation. That could be a possibility, man, from hearing this. So, there's a lot more than I'm expecting now.
Or has it that he was assassinated by his fellow council members and replaced for his trouble? While the O5 Council aren't meant to interact with any anomalies, this isn't always the case in practice. It's possible that members of the O5 Council make regular use of their access to SCP-006, a small well whose water has the ability to cure disease and imbue vitality, health, and longevity in anyone who drinks it. It's believed by some that as a precaution against such potential attacks from powerful reality warpers and
that's crazy. So that's basically like the Fountain of Youth. Bro, that's no cap. That is really crazy. And that was not a joke. SCP-006. That's a legit one. So, what the hell? Let me rewind it back a little bit. That just took me off my freaking...
Quality, health, and longevity in anyone who drinks it. It's believed by some that as a precaution against such potential attacks from powerful reality warpers and CK-class reality restructuring events, each member of O5 carries a small charm made from the flesh of a deceased but immensely strong reality warper.
Damn.
This supposedly creates a pocket of dimensional stability around them wherever they go. While it's believed that all members of the O5 Council are fundamentally human, it's possible or even likely that many of them have experienced anomalous alterations during their ascent to ultimate power. They're also said to surround themselves with a number of powerful anomalous individuals for protection, which leads us nicely to our next point.
Okay. Before we get to this point, that is my head's clicking, guys. My head's clicking because they're saying throughout their rise to power, they could have had multiple power boosts or whatever, and they're not, technically completely human because they're not, powerless. They have powers of their own potentially, and that is leading me to believe they might be something along the lines of Dr. Clef, because we know he is a human, and then from you guys are telling me he has certain powers where he could negate other SCPs. But he's still a human. He's not classified as an anomaly. I'm assuming that he's not an SCP. They say he's 100% human. So maybe the council has similar powers like Dr. Clef. And honestly, just thinking, why is Dr. Clef not on the council? Probably because of politics stuff. But that'd be kind of interesting if he was secretly a part of the council, because we wouldn't even know, because most of the time they might not know from what we're hearing. So this is kind of crazy, man. This is interesting.
Who works directly with the notoriously private and inaccessible O5 Council? Let's take a look. First, the O5 Council's muscle, Mobile Task Force Alpha 01, appropriately nicknamed the Red Right Hand. These are the best of the best, handpicked for both skill and absolute loyalty to the council.
I haven't even heard of you guys.
They work with an extra layer of secrecy and accept their orders directly from O5.
Damn,
if
no
the
wonder.
O5 Council decides it doesn't care for you, then the red laser dot that appears on your head an hour later is attached to the rifle of a red right-hand operative.
Bro, it's over.
This is a group with a checkered past, though. Many of their members are believed to have splintered from the group to form the Chaos Insurgency, a group in direct opposition to the Foundation. Though if you ever bring this up within earshot of a member of the O5 Council, your likelihood of going mysteriously missing shortly after is extremely high.
Bruh,
but it takes more than just guns to keep the Foundation's mission moving forward. The figure who represents the interests of the O5 Council on the world stage is known simply as the Administrator. This mysterious, eccentric, and likely anomalous figure is the powerful mouthpiece of the council.
Likely anomalous figure. So, okay, this is more interesting than them just being SCPs, anomalies, because they might be a different kind of version of an SCP. Because they're still classified as humans and not SCPs, but they might have powers. Just like Dr. Clef. He's an example of this. He has powers, but he's not SCP. They classify him as a human. Oh my god, I'm so interested to see these guys now.
And it's a role that's been held by a number of people since the Foundation was first founded.
Oh my goodness.
The other staff assigned to the O5 Council are sometimes referred to as the Factorum. And these are some of the only people outside of the O5 Council occasionally afforded level 5 clearances.
Okay.
These bodyguards and personal assistants are often immensely powerful, both in the sense that they wield a great deal of institutional strength, and that they're often powerful anomalies themselves. Don't expect just anyone to get elected to these positions after all. Only the very best get to work in close proximity to the O5 Council.
This is so cool.
So this leaves us with the big question. Who exactly are the O5 Council? The short answer is that we don't know for sure, and that the information we do have about the 13 most powerful people in the world is often contradictory and strange.
Oh my god.
First, we have O5-1, often considered the most powerful of the entire council.
Oh, dude, old head? Y'all need to stop playing with me. Let me hear this one more time. Okay, old dudes are pretty powerful sometimes in certain series and, universes, but man, you guys don't be capping with me.
Most powerful of the entire council. Many believe that
Oh.
O5-1 is one of the occult holdovers from the member organizations that first started the Foundation. And if that's true, O5-1 is likely to be at least 200 years old.
He's
They've
chilling
been
out that
able
well.
to survive to this age thanks to magical or anomalous intervention. The race and gender of O5-1 varies between accounts.
So he's an anomaly.
O5-2 is considered to be one of the more
Wait, what the
active-
hell? Man, they just blew over that. They're talking about like it's an old head, he's like 200 years old, but at the same time he could just change his race. Let's move on to the next one. Like, can we go into that? Like, how can he do that? By drinking the fountain of youth, basically, the SBC 006, it shouldn't be able to have those powers from what we heard about it. Like, it just rejuvenates your health. How are you changing race? Unless he's changing it, like, literally, like, altering his race, like, to show other people, like, yo, I'm a different person, so, like, they could hide his identity. Or is that, like, a power that he has? What the hell?
Anomalous of the O5 council members, while accounts split on whether they are male or female. Consistent
let me
elements of
respect
the
this.
anomalous of O5-2 is considered to be one of the more actively anomalous of the O5 council members, while
Okay.
accounts split on whether they are male or female. Consistent elements and stories about them paint the picture of an elderly person with clues to a mysterious past,
All
like
old
having
dudes.
crucifixion scars or consistent ties to Dr. Sophia Light, a holdover from an erased timeline.
What?
O5-3 is
And a holdover from an erased timeline? They're doing a speed run through this, bro. Like, yo, how you gonna be dropping bombs at the last second and they're just moving on to the next one? Got like, yo, this can't be the like a recurrent thing. Please, let me hear this again one more time.
ties to Dr. Sophia Light, a holdover from an erased
A
time.
holdover from an erased time.
O5-3 is consistently seen as male and largely seen as being of European descent, regardless of the other details shared. He's generally considered to be extremely intelligent, as well as one of the nicer members of the council, acting as a kind of conscience for the others. O5-4
Wow.
is another figure considered to be most likely male, and the circumstances of their entrance into the council are generally considered to be rather spectacular.
Let's hear it.
Whether you believe the story that they got in by killing the previous O5-4 during a hostile takeover situation, or that they were the first to collect the entire Little Mister series from Dr. Wondertainment.
What? Okay. One, I haven't covered Dr. Wondertainment, so I wouldn't understand that part. You guys could fill me in the comment section below without any major spoilers of the main plot of this SCP. But before that, they're basically talking about him killing the last member. Is it where like if you kill a member, you completely take its spot? Because I thought like if one dies, then the foundation, the O5 council will like decide who will be the new member. I didn't know it was like I'm gonna challenge a member one-on-one, and if I kill him, I'll take the spot. Like it's actually like that, like a strength hierarchy. That'd be kind of dope, but I didn't assume that would be the SBC style.
O5-5 is also most likely male, and some accounts consider him to be one of the more front-facing members of the council. He's more likely to interact with the public than others, and it's speculated that he's the one who runs the vast network of front businesses regularly used for cover by the Foundation at large. O5-6 is most likely male, and probably of European descent. His reputation is mixed, though. Some speculate that he was formerly the Foundation's top field agent, while others believe he's a puppet of the Global Occult Coalition, one of the
He's probably a
Foundation's
puppet.
rival organizations. To some, he's known as the Cowboy. Some
Oh, I
believe
think I
that
heard about him before.
O5-7 is a woman of South Asian descent. She's said to be a charismatic master tactician and plays a crucial role in selecting and hiring the elite staff that work around the O5 Council. O5-8 is one of the more mysterious figures, even among the already extremely secretive O5 Council. Some speculate that they may have been assassinated, as they haven't been seen in public for quite some time, though this may just be a ruse to fool would-be backstabbers. O5-9 is another somewhat controversial figure within the Council. Some believe that O5-9 is a woman hired to join the Council directly from the public sector after a scandal. Others believe that O5-9 is merely the informal title for whomever is the acting head of the Foundation Intelligence Agency.
Okay.
O5-10 is widely believed to have vast combat experience of one form or another.
Ooh.
Some refer to them as the Assassin, a
Nice.
female former Foundation hitman who's likely
Yeah,
the most
female.
proficient killer alive.
Awesome.
Others call them the Veteran, or the Mad General, a former high-level member of the U.S. military.
Could be either
It's
or.
speculated by some that O5-11 is a high-level politician placed by the Council on the United States Senate to
Figurehead.
maintain Foundation control over political questions and dealings. Others believe he's an 80-year-old Japanese bureaucrat with self-esteem issues.
That's like completely on the other end of the spectrum. Like, that's not even close to. Anywho, let me not ask questions. This is the SBC Foundation, yo.
Yet another rumor states that this person is actually the Foundation's chief disinformation officer. So maybe both of these rumors are just lies meant to lead us off the track.
I think so.
O5-12 is believed by many to have once been Adam Bright,
Wow.
father of famous Foundation researcher and anomaly, Dr. Jack Bright.
Dang, this whole family is so prestigious. Like, yo, they're super high in this Foundation.
He worked his way onto the Council to try to free his own daughter, SCP-321, from containment, and was assassinated by his fellow Council members in the process.
Messed up.
Or O5-12 might be the accountant for the Overseer Council. Maybe one day we'll know whether O5-12 is best known for being someone who climbed the ranks of the most powerful organization in the world to save his daughter, or if he really just likes spreadsheets. Whether O5-13 ever actually existed is hotly debated. Many speculate that there were originally only 12 members, and that 13 was added as a tiebreaker in council votes. Others say 13 was only added due to the modern occult significance of the number 13. Some believe there is no 13, and it's merely another attempt to keep everyone on their toes.
Damn.
Or there's a rumor that all of the members of the council are O5-13,
What?
taking turns to act as the tie-breaking 13th vote. Whatever the case is with any of the particular members of the group, the O5 Council is one of the smallest and yet most important groups of people in the SCP Foundation universe.
Insane.
They're the ones behind everything, hearing every whisper and pulling every string. And if you know anything about them, even the facts you just saw in this video, it's probably only because they want you to.
Bro, that's
Now
hella
go check
scary.
out SCP Chaos Insurgency
Yo.
Explained.
Ooh,
and
I might do that next,
SCP-001,
actually.
which is the real 001, for more explorations into the lore of the SCP Foundation universe.
Alrighty, that is the video, man. Okay, so they hit a lot of topics. I'm sure they jam-packed a lot within this video. They probably couldn't go in depth as they would like. So let me know if there's other videos that might go in depth about the actual members, because I know they stated like we really don't know. Is that the same case within the actual file on the wiki page? Like, does the file not even know exactly who the members are, like specifically, or do they actually know, like in some like classified file, that they know who the actual members are, and if they're anomalies or kind of SCPs, or like if they're humans with abilities, what abilities do they have? I really want to know what they're rocking, if you know what I mean, man. I really want to know. This is really intriguing to me. So let me know if you guys have any good video suggestions of that, if they did break that down. If not, I can just go check it out on the wiki page if they actually have a breakdown of that. But yeah, please let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys feel about this video, especially this animation, guys, because this is a big topic for me, at least personally, that I was interested in. So I want to know if they covered enough for me to be like at least feel content, or should I be still questioning certain things and do my own due diligence and researching certain stuff? Or if you have any video suggestions, let me know, talking about the O5 Council. So please let me know in the comment section below, and also leave a like if you did enjoy this reaction, and remember, smash the sub button if you want more content, and remember to turn on post notifications so you do not miss an upload. So with that all out the way, unfortunately, that concludes today's episode. However, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
With